Hey y'all, hey, I wanted to do this video on my custom Gator barbecue pit. I want to go over the options available. A lot of people ask about the different options and how they work and if you really need them. So what we're going to talk about here is the first option that is probably the most popular is the size. And the size does matter. The standard Party Gator model is a 20 by 40, but this is a custom size here. This is a 24-inch diameter, and it's a 42-inch length chamber. Standard being a 40. Open up here, and the 24 really does make a difference here. You got more room between the grates for your larger cuts of meat, like your pork butts or your briskets. On a 20 inches, you don't have quite as much room here, or you don't have as much room up here to cook. Also, when you're using large foil pans like this, on a 20 inch you have to set them in like this, and that takes up a lot of room this way. On a 24 like this is, you can put it front to back and it don't take up near the room there. So you got a lot more cooking grate area for your larger cuts of meat, and like briskets will lay front to back. You can't do that really on a 20 inch on a big brisket like a full packer, say a 12-14 pounder. Racks of ribs lay better front to back in a 24, and they do a 20. Okay, you also get a larger firebox too over there. Instead of a 20-inch diameter, you're going to get a 24-inch diameter firebox. So I'll go over and take it over there and show you that. Show you in here. This is a custom size firebox. This is a 24 by 22 inch length. I believe the standard length is 20 inch. Like this is good size that you can really get in there and work with your fire. Being a 24-inch pit, I could use my charcoal chimney and stick it in there, and it's real easy to get in there. But also, this door is cut large as possible. You see a lot of the doors that are not quite this big. That's another option you can get, a bigger door, so it's easier to work on your fire. And then you heavy duty grate is standard on that. Down here's another option, getting away from the 24. Let's first mention on a 24. You also get a 2-inch drain valve instead of a 1.5. I'll show you that a little later when I get over there on the other side. But let's get back to the charcoal basket since we're on the firebox here. There's an optional fire basket, charcoal basket I should say, for using charcoal for long cooks. You can fill that up with any kind of charcoal you like, and fill this up about halfway and dump it in there, and adjust your vents properly, and you can get it to run 6 to 8 hours. Plus there's T-plates that are made now that Rich didn't have the T-plates that you can put down in there, and it's for a slower burn, like it burns in a maze, and controls the burn a little better. So you got the screw tight vents you screw out for air intakes. The option is you could have a slide vent. That would be your option. This is standard with the screw type. They work pretty easy. You do have to turn them a little bit though to make them work. The slide would be a little easier maybe, but that costs you extra. Alright, on the firebox, I got the optional griddle top. Now what I could do on the griddle top is when I'm smoking meats here, I could cook out here and hot dogs or brats or mets or hamburgers and have something to eat while I'm spending all that time smoking meat. I got it, as you can see, it's seasoned real well. You need to season it so it don't rust. Seasoned just like a cast iron skillet. But if you get the griddle top option, I recommend you getting a cover because it's really going to get dirty. I got this stainless steel cover made for it. I didn't think about it when I had my custom pit on order about needing a cover for that. So, and there wasn't no mention of maybe covering it. So that was like an afterthought. So I had a friend make that for me. But Rich can make you a cover like that, I'm sure, out of stainless steel. It'd be really nice if you want that option. Another option would be the firebox has a grill. You can get the grilling option. If you would like, you can get the grill firebox. It's got a door that opens up, and I think it's got a little hot plate type thing on top, so you can keep your beans or anything warm that you want. That's another thing. I can keep pots, beans or whatever on the top of the griddle here and keep them warm. That works real well. And also a option on the firebox, you can go 1/2-inch steel. Better insulation, less heat loss, and probably less fuel consumption. I don't really think it's necessary, but you can go that way if you like. You can go 1/2-inch steel on the whole cooking chamber, the whole pit, if you'd like, but not too many people go for that option. Also, you can go square firebox. Everybody asks, well, not everybody, but some ask about the square firebox. And you can get square 1/2-inch steel, or you can get dual metal insulated metal and steel and get it insulated where it's really efficient that way. Now this is a 24-inch, so it's real easy to clean and brush it out. It's real easy to brush out. No corners like a square firebox is to get into. Square firebox is harder to get into nooks and crannies in the corners and keep them clean. So that's one benefit of a round firebox. If you got a 24-inch, it's going to be real easy to clean and easy to use. I don't think you need a square firebox. Maybe on a 20-inch, it's going to be a lot smaller, harder to work in than a 24-inch. Square will give you more room to get in there and work. So that's an option. You can think about that if you'd like. Big option here. Another option that a lot of people ask about are tuning plates. And what tuning plates do is they even out the temperature. You can even out your temperature across your entire cooking chamber, make it more even, and it works pretty well like that. I don't know if you can see down in here. If you look down in there, you might be able to see my tuning plates. Can you see down in there? All the way across the tuning plates. They get just about all the way across the bottom. And over here by the firebox, you have the built-in baffle that's welded in solid. All the pits come with that. And the tuning plates are these 1/4-inch thick steel plates with adjustable locks that are welded in channels. I don't know if you can see back there, all the way across. There's angle iron welded in both sides, and then the 1/4" steel plate set down on that, and then you have these adjustable locking bolt type nuts. And it's all welded in. So if you're thinking that you want tuning plates, you should get them when you order your custom pit, because you think about it later, all that's got to be welded in there, your rails and your adjusters and locks and everything. So that'd be more difficult. It ain't just like they throw in a couple steel plates and call it tuning plates. It's not like that. It's a lot of fabrication to it. We got a fold down shelf here. It's an option. It's to save room. There's a lot more room on my patio because of it. I can walk by here and it's easier to get around when I'm not using my pit. I like that option. Also on the shelf, it's wider. The standard's a 10 inches. It comes out to about here. This is a 12. It's a lot wider, and it's better for putting your large size meat trays on it. Even this 12 inch could be a little bigger, but see, it sticks out over the edge a little bit there. A lot of people get a 14-inch shelf, so you might want to even look at a 14-inch shelf. But a 10 is kind of small. Plus, on these doors, you got to take in account that the door swings out and will hit your meat or your trays. You know, the first inch of that travel there. So 12 to 14 inches I recommend on the shelf. Also a shelf option. Well, it's not really a shelf option, but the utensil hangers, you can get them as many as you want across there. But another shelf option is the solid top. The expanded metal tops, if you look down there, you're going to get grease on your patio. I don't know if you can see that, but your grease drips through when you slide your meat out right here, and it's going to drip through that expanded metal right there. So I recommend a solid shelf. I didn't get it. I just use aluminum foil across there. It has a stainless steel shelf option that's really nice, and it goes all the way around the framing and the whole top, and it's really a nice food grade stainless steel. Another option down here are the wheels. It comes standard with a 5-inch wheel, which is a good size wheel. They used to be 4 inches, now they're 5. That's a fair size wheel. This is an optional 8-inch wheel, locking too, so you can lock it down. The pit won't roll around. Really, out here on this flat surface, I don't need to worry about it. I didn't need them, but where I used to live, it was in a big driveway where it could roll down and maybe take out my car. So you can get the 8-inch wheels locking, or you can get 5-inch wheels. He has the 5-inch locking wheels too. There's the front wheels. There's the back. Down here's the drain valve. Can you see it? There's my bucket. There's the 2-inch drain valve. It comes standard with 1.5 inches, but on 24 pit you're going to get the 2-inch valve. Alright, here's something that's on the custom pits. The Gator pits is going to have this side access door, which is fully flanged, won't leak any smoke out of it. And what I use it for is cleaning with the ash rake. This is the optional ash rake with the dual cool touch stainless steel handles, and it's curved to fit the bottom of your pit. So you just reach in there and rake everything down in the drain. It rakes out everything down in the drain, or down to this end where you can clean it out real good. And that ash rake fits right on the back of the pit here. Show you on the back of the pit. See right there on the back of the pit where Rich will weld you in some little brackets where your ash rake, or he's even got a fire poker that he'll custom make. I don't think it's quite that long, but you could use it in your firebox for moving your wood around and managing your fire. Like I said, this access door is real handy. I thought maybe I wouldn't need it, but I'm sure glad I didn't have him take it off. I don't know if you can get this on a budget pit. You'd have to ask. I know that you could probably get it on the budget mobile. It'd be real nice on the budget mobile. All the doors over here have the stainless steel cool touch handles that get hot, like the access door over there on the side. An option that I got is a cool touch handle on the chimney dampener up here. It don't need it, but it looks better. So you got the adjustable dampener on the stack. I got the optional handles down there on the intake cranks. Now these come standard right here on the doors. Anything that's hot. Now, these intakes don't get hot, but they look better with the stainless steel. A couple more options here, like on the door down here, on your main chamber. That's a heavy door. I didn't get the optional counterweights that are welded on. It helps you lift this door up. See, I got to use about 2 hands to get this door up, and that's a 42-inch chamber door. It could use a counterweight on the door, but my budget was over quite a bit, so I opted not to get it. And it's okay without it, but it would be alright if it had a counterweight on. So I would say anything over a 40-inch cooking chamber with a single door, a counterweight on the door would be a good option to get. Another option on the door, you can get as many gauges as you like on this thing. I got 2, one for the lower cooking grate and one for the top cooking grate. And I kind of like that option. It's not really an option, but like anything that you could think of that you may want on your custom Gator barbecue pit, talk to Rich about it, even though it's not listed as an option. If it will work and he can make it work, you can get it. Another option I didn't mention that I didn't get is a gas assist firebox, which you hook propane up to it, and it will start your pit, help start your charcoal or your wood when you're trying to get your pit going there. And then you won't have to use a chimney or anything to get your pit going. It's a real quick way to get your pit started. It's an option too. Anyhow, that's my Gator barbecue pit. I've had it about 4 years and really enjoy it. It's really easy to cook on, and it's not like some offsets that are really a pain. You got to struggle with keeping your fire temperatures and your pit temperatures right, you know. And you may want to visit www.gatorpit.net if you haven't already. You probably have if you're a Gator Pit fan. And they're good folks on there that could help you out with your Gator Pit and help you with your options or any of your barbecue needs. And if you need any other help, call Rich at Gator Pits. He'll be glad to talk to you about anything, any of your barbecue pit needs, and he can make something work for your budget. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all take care.